Greetings and welcome to this edition of
Positronic.
I'm Barry P. Cook. Let's talk about the latest episode of Supergirl entitled Mixie in the Middle. It picks up right where the previous episode left off, which was with Supergirl and Nixley about to have a fight, at which point Supergirl calls Mixie into the fray. And apparently Nixley also summoned him at the same time, we learn. They fight a little bit before Mixie frees Supergirl from the ice trap that she was in, and they take off. Back at the tower, he explains Nixley's backstory, which is that she was banished because she transgressed against the fifth dimensional throne, and he does it in song to I Will Survive, which was kind of funny. But Supergirl stops the music, and then he explains that she's looking for 7 totems to form something called an All-Stone and gain omnipotence. But she needs him to do it because he's like a homing beacon, and she needs to like capture him. And it all just sounded like Infinity War except for that part. Anyway, Lena goes to her birth mom's hometown only to find a cold reception upon dropping her mother's name from various people. Carr decides to seek out a magical device that Mixie hid away the last time he was around, which could power a cuff that will dampen Nixley's powers. Lena, meanwhile, continues to get the cold shoulder in her mother's hometown, and apparently her mom was a murderous witch. I don't know what that's about, where that comes from, but there you go. Nixley then attacks downtown National City with a giant magic cat, and Team Supergirl goes in and defeats it after Supergirl herself distracts it with her laser beam vision, makes it run around, chase the beam, only to have Nixley show up and demand that Supergirl hand over Mixie. Mixie himself finds a Luther-Tech device at the tower that he could use to copy himself and suggests tricking Nixley with it, but it doesn't work out. It wasn't a stable illusion or whatever. Dreamer feels guilt, and she tells Supergirl what she did, how it was that Nixley got released, and Supergirl tells her everyone makes mistakes, including me, don't worry about it. Lena, still in her mother's hometown and trying to figure out what's going on, finds a cave where she meets her mother's associate who's living there, and after supplying this person a drop of her blood, is shown her mother's story, which includes accidentally killing a wife beater, a guy who was beating his wife. I don't know. Dreamer uses Brainy's disguise device to look like Mixie and is tasked with going with Supergirl to meet Nixley and cuff her. But the device fails, and Nixley traps Team Supergirl, including Supergirl, somehow, and summons a kryptonite-breathing hell dragon to take them out. All of this to get Mixie to show up, which he does, freeing the team from the trap, only to get sucked into the crystal that Nixley wanted to suck him into so that she can find the 7 things. And just as he's going in, he says, "Don't worry, Supergirl, I've got this." And Team Supergirl then resolves to save him. The last thing we see in the episode is Nixley makes a deal with the alien collector guy for him to help her find the first of the totems that she's looking for, the Totem of Courage. So that's where they left it. Again, not a great episode, but I think the Nixley character is pretty cool. It's well played by the actress and is a good foil for Team Supergirl. Mixie, on the other hand, is very funny, and so I like him being around. But other than that, I didn't think there was much to this episode, except for the whole Lena's mother is a witch thing. I have no idea what that's about, but we'll see, I guess. I'll be back to review the next episode. Until then, my friends, I wish you peace and long life.